What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Welcome to our Freeview class for Friday. We're going to do a little designing up in here, of course, but let me know who you are and what you do. Where are you chiming in from and what do you love to do with your time? My goal here is to help you all really empower yourselves with your creative talents and skills, but help you take them to a level that's going to help you pay the bills. All right. So, in order to do that, I sort of need to know what you like doing, what you really enjoy doing, so we can turn that into not just a profit, but we can turn that into your legacy. Because hopefully, if you love to do it, then you will encourage your family to love to do it as well. And this becomes something that you all can build on. This is precisely what we're doing in my family as well. And I might have a little treat for you all tonight. My nephew is going to come in and say thank you for all of the birthday wishes, and then also all the purchases that you all made. Graciously went to him for his birthday, and it wasn't just to like buy some silly stuff. It was actually to help him invest in some of the products and equipment that he needs to do the video editing for the channel. All right, so I'll have him come on and show you the project that he did. And then also we will be doing his upcoming project, or we'll be doing the project he did in our upcoming class on Wednesday. So I'll get a chance to show you a sneak peek of next week. And at about 9:20, y'all remind me of that, okay? All right. All right. Cassie, hello, love. In Texas, you love doing your crafts. Cassie, what kind of crafts do you enjoy doing? Some of you all enjoy paper crafting. Some of you enjoy sublimation. Some of you like event design, maybe even just digital graphics. Let me know what it is that you love doing. Hi, Mary in Las Vegas. Annette, hey, love, hey. Sublimation and party favors. Okay, Mary. Well, this is going to be great. I think you're going to enjoy this class too that we're doing today, because I did not know that everybody was going to rock with this sneaker ball theme. I think it was a fun theme, and I actually ended up doing it for a client. So I wanted to show you some of the struggles that I had and why I turned it into a template and made it something so that you all could change it out in just 5 minutes. I promise you, it took me much more than 5 minutes to create this file. But what I'm going to show you tonight is, of course, how to change it. But I'm going to show you some of the tips and tricks into how I got the custom sneakers in there and how you can change them out too. All right. Cool. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and change out the bases here. Let's do the colors first, because if I know the theme, then usually I'm going to know what colors. It could be a team. It could be like just in general, someone says, hey, I'm doing a purple and gold sneaker ball. So whatever the client or customer gives to you, you're just going to use that as motivation and inspiration for your flip or your project. So right now I'm going to turn everything off here and just show you the original color scheme. And it's basically like a purple with a little bit of blue there. So what I did was I chose to have mostly neutral shoes. The reason why, it was clever for you all too, so that you don't have to go in and change every shoe. So most of the shoes are either black and white, which give it kind of neutral thing, but you may want to have some specialty shoes or sneakers. And we talked about this in our Craft to Quit, our coaching session. We kind of brainstormed some ways and different ways we could see this. You hang tight. Maybe you all will be able to contribute to that and come up with some additional ways as well. But right now we're just sticking with the sneaker ball theme. But some of these sneakers have color to them. All right, so this one right here is a part of my left wall. So I have shoes on the left wall, shoes on the right wall, the shoes on the back wall, which are profile, and then I have a shoe on each of the pedestals. Okay, so let's go ahead right now. Let's do the easiest shoes. I think the easiest shoes are the back wall and the pedestal shoes, because they are just straight up profile. That means you're going to be looking at them either from the left or right, depending on which way you have this set up. And y'all, I have this resolution right now very low. It's set to 15 ppi. But before I go further, Let me do this because I forgot to tell you all, this was an AI backdrop that we created in Midjourney. And what I did was I did some, let me just go back in this history here. And I'm going to just take you through really quickly. I broke it down more in our Craft to Quit advanced session, the actual steps, but that's not what we're here for tonight. So I'm going to show you just by clicking on these steps, how you can use the AI within Photoshop to remove. You see how it just removed that shoe? Let me go back a second so you can see what I'm talking about. I did a polygon lasso, remove that shoe, and then I would merge it down. Okay. And I kept doing this process with the lights at the top, with the stuff that's on the ceiling, kind of looked a little trashy to me. So I did all of that, merged it down. And then I took the shoes off the pedestals, merged it down. That should sound very familiar. And then the last step that I did was I took one side, which I took the complete left side, and then I flipped it so that I would not have to do everything that I did on the left side all over again to the right side, right? So that was how I prepped the AI image. So what I'm going to do while we're here talking about AI, I'm going to give you all a little preview of what we did in AI class this week. All right. And we came up with quite a few images here. I'm going to just go to my upscaled images. And give you an idea of what options we have. Now, the reason why I created a template off of this one is because there was a lot of work that goes into making this like cleaned up and high scale. So I wanted to come up with a basic image that we could flip out and flip to anything, but also empower you with some images that you can see yourself with modifying. So like the staircase, I think is a beautiful, grand idea to do even for a sneaker ball. We did a storefront concept. What you see that we're working on in the template for today, that is actually an interior display concept. But you can see these came out so cool. I'll show you some of the prompts for those. And then we also did some images that we're going to use for an upcoming class where we do the bar menu and the printables, the menus and things of that nature. So we came up with some images that would look very, very ornate, and whether it be watercolor or hyper realistic, we're just making elements that we don't have to figure out how to make it pretty, how to make it fit a ballroom theme. All right, so I'm just showing you all some of these cool things that I didn't come up with most of these things, y'all. I set the tone, like I gave you the prompts and we prompted together, but you all came up with all of these beautiful variations. And I want to see you put those to use, especially my Craft to Quit crew. All right, so this is showing you the basis of some of the things that we did here. And let me give y'all a couple of prompts here. All right, so you'll see some of the prompts here for the sneakers. Different colorways. So for this one, we did choose different colorways, but you can change those colors on Photoshop as well. The red carpet theme is really cool. We chose for this particular template flip, we did the futuristic kind of LED glowing display room. But you see there are so many different options here as well. All right, and let me get you to one where you can save. There you go. Here's a really simple one. Backdrop of a luxury sneaker store with neon lights, and then put in whatever colorway you want there. Okay, and that can really get you started. Okay. All right, so I gave you one of those prompts. Let me give you one of our stanchions here. Those kind of give you a cool backdrop that makes it look like it's a red carpet. I just chose blue because I could change out blue really easily, but you can make it whatever color fits your theme. And then, of course, a third prompt that I'll show you for tonight. This was one of my favorite prompts that helped make the sneaker project really cool. Is turning it into basically watercolor artwork. Okay, and this was used for the invitations, welcome sign, that sort of thing. All right. Now, I do want to get your opinion tonight before we go further. Now, where did my screen go? Hold on, y'all. I might have lost you. I don't think I did, but I might have. Oh, there y'all are right here. All right, so give me an idea. Where would you use this sneaker? So here's the thing. For our Freeview Friday, for the files that you all get for Freeview Friday, I want y'all to start helping me understand how you're going to use it. And then that'll make me feel so much stronger about giving you those assets. Like, oh, you're really going to do something with them. So I'm going to give away a little bit of AI artwork. I'm going to give away a couple of the color flips that I did so that you could show off to other people what that could look like. So go back here, give you some examples. All right. Now, these are just previews. When I give you these files, I'll take Innate Academy off so that you can put your brand name on there. I don't care. Listen, the whole reason why I make these images is for you all to promote. I'm very rarely promoting that I design for people. In fact, I hide from designing for people. I almost exclusively design for Innate Academy, which is for you all to use these templates and make this money. All right. So the whole idea is if you don't have the template yet and you show people what you can do and people say, oh my gosh, I really need that. How can I get that from you? Then at that point, you can go ahead and purchase the template. You can tell them, rest assured, I can get this job done. And if you have any struggles, then you can contact us at the Academy and you can receive one-on-one help if you really need one-on-one help. But every class comes with a video and it breaks down the entire steps of what we're doing. And I'm going to break down those steps tonight for you. I'm going to do a template flip so you'll see exactly how we got to this type of result and how you can get there too in only 5 minutes. Oh, cool. I got to see the Hobby Lobby panels. Awesome. I actually need the cutout for those. So we can make a template, what do you call it? Put it in the Automizer. Yes. So in order to put in the Automizer, I have to take the measurements of that. But if you already have it, then I can help put that in the Automizer next. All right, all right. Oh, sneakers and diamond gala. Exactly. And the other thing is you can add elements to this. So let's say you wanted to add roses or add diamonds or add glitter. You can absolutely layer those things on top of this once you have a basis for your design. Hey, Shantavia. Hey, love. All right. So like I said, if you tell me what it is that you can use this for and how it can help you make money, then I put it inside of the freebie files for tonight. All right. Now, if you want the actual template, the template that we're editing tonight, then that template is available on the website. All you have to do is type the word template on any post on Instagram or Facebook business page. So if you type the word template, it'll send you to the template. Now, remember, if you all are here for Freebie Friday and you're not enrolled in the Freebie Friday class, go ahead and comment Friday under one of, it could be any Instagram or any Facebook post. And of course, the Innate Academy Facebook post. And then it will send you the link so that you'll be able to get the downloads for tonight. Ooh, so Shantavia, you gave us a great idea here. So to use as invitations or on the website. The fact that you're even thinking about the website is really cool. I'm going to put that on my list of suggestions. So invitations and then the web banner. I love that idea. And then if you are even like, once you get this all situated, I can export these little individual pieces. Can you all imagine this as like a motion graphic in Canva where the shoes just kind of fly onto the shelf? Okay, let me not say that out loud because that sounds like I'm signing up for something I didn't do yet, which I didn't. But let me see if it's worth doing a little motion graphic for that. And then that could be used for social media, it could be used for your website and all. Okay, okay. I like this collaboration going on here. All right, so let's see. And just type Friday regular. If you put punctuation or anything else like that, I don't know if it works. So, Charlotte, just put Friday without the exclamation point, my love. I know it's exciting because I'm glad to see the exclamation, but I want to make sure that you get your link, love. I would love us to make shirts in a background for the Jumbo V-Day cards. Okay, I will definitely put that on my list. Okay. All right, so we're going to take a little quick commercial break, y'all. Hold on. Jumbo V-Day cards and for shirts. And y'all, this sneaker theme could be a cool Valentine's Day concept too. I mean, I'm sure the guys would love for it and the girls, because you know we got some girl sneakerheads as well. They would love for these giant V-Day cards to come with some actual sneakers or some sneaker money. All right, so I'm gonna put that on here. All right, so I'm going to have Coach Levi come on for a moment, y'all. Let me get his project together because we're actually doing this week coming up. And I wanted to share with you all. Remember how I was talking about that this is not just for you to be crafting and having fun. I know most of you all love this as far as having fun, but what you really want to do is you want to make money with this, and not just for yourselves, but for your legacy. So I won't say convinced my nephew. Levi, let me put video on so you can see. You see there? Okay, make sure you're on the camera. All right, so what we have done, and we did this for Christmas too, y'all. We worked through Christmas, didn't we? And we didn't spend money for Christmas. Guess what we did? What did we do, Levi?
We made money.
Okay, get your hand off your mouth. What did we do?
Made money.
We made, well, actually, we didn't even just make money. We were making gifts for people for Christmas, right? But yeah, we make money too. But the idea for Christmas is that we want to take ourselves, and this is not just, and I'm being like so clear and intentional here with the words that I'm saying, because I want y'all to take them. I want y'all to hear exactly what I'm saying as I'm saying them. But I want us to go from a consumer mindset to a producer mindset. That's going to be the number one thing. I don't care, like, you know, what other mindset we have to deal with. What the first mindset that we have to deal with is, as people who produce, as creatives, is to go from a consumer to a producer. So a lot of times we're like, oh no, I can't do that because it's, you know, it's Christmas and I'm locked in and I got to go buy Christmas presents and all this other stuff. It's a little unorthodox for us, but we don't do all of that extra Christmas shopping and put all that pressure on ourselves. We use that time to say, okay, this is when we build our business, we grow our business. We actually made things for other people during Christmas. And that way we're not so involved in the consumerism that we are losing what we could be doing for business. So what we do is we'll celebrate after the holiday, because then you got some money to celebrate with. Okay, so even for Levi's birthday, the strategy here was to, okay, if there's an activity that you want to do, I'll break this down a little bit later. We'll actually do a whole session on this. If there's an activity that you want to do, we're not just going out there spending a bunch of money because you want to go to Disneyland or you want to do an activity. So this particular activity was iFly, right? Mm-hmm. So iFly is an indoor skydiving activity. He's been talking about this for probably about a year now, right? We drive past iFly all the time. Well, I said, well, if we're going to go to iFly, it needs to be a reason. It needs to be a commercial being made. It needs to have strategy built into it. You need to be making the custom apparel and figuring out what the treatment is going to be for this commercial. And then we'll make a commercial about how fly it is to make your own stuff and how having an instructor is going to help you fly higher. And those kind of concepts were built into this activity. All right. So an interesting way to get the kids involved is pretty much what we're doing here. All right. So Levi, can you tell us a little bit about what we did to get this, what we're going to do this upcoming week? How do we get this character in the middle here?
We use Midjourney.
Okay, so we use AI, we use Midjourney to create this anime character. So on Tuesday, you all are going to be making anime characters. And then what do we do inside of Photoshop after that, Levi?
We remove the background and I kind of forgot.
And we added some
effects.
Yep, and some patterns.
And made him kind of pop out of the poster.
So if you want to make your character pop out and you want to learn that effect, we're going to be doing that on Wednesday's Photoshop class.
And the actual image didn't come with that glowing orb. We actually had to make a whole new image of an orb in AI or using AI or in Midjourney.
Right.
And used a blend mode, which removed the background, and we kind of faded the edges and put it in front of his hand to make it look like he's like shooting an orb.
Right. And these are all the little pieces here. We did like a pop out for the orb. So we can turn that off and show you. Then the orb is also in the image here. We did a pop out for the main character. So we could have just kept them inside the box, but we had to have them pop out a little bit, you know. And then we also did the Japanese characters. So we'll be showing you how to do that. Now, I believe, I don't know this, but I have a strong feeling that your kids too, and the kids that are in your life, have some great ideas of what they would want to see. And you can use this as an opportunity to market to that younger clientele. Okay, because of course the parents are buying it for the kids, but this would be great for birthdays. This would be great for, you're talking about back to school and making your own apparel. And I even see some of the older kids wearing this type of apparel. So this Y2K style shirt is really raving right now. And if you could just add custom characters to it, that's going to change the game. So I'm going to show you on Tuesday, we're going to make custom characters. And then on Wednesday, we're going to take your custom character and we're going to pop them into this 5-minute template. All right. And then Levi is actually wearing, Levi, you want to come over here so you can show everyone? He's actually wearing.
I'm confused. Which
it's this one, baby, I believe.
It's her. Excuse me.
Good. Just, what are you trying to do? Sir, it's okay. You can back up a little bit. Get your elbow up my eye. Look, show them front and back. Turn around. So it's printed front and back. Okay, so he did an all over shirt. Good. He did socks. Now the socks were also part of the design. All right, cool. Good. And he also did a hoodie. We did an all over-ish hoodie. So you're going to have to back it up just a little bit. There you go. So you can see that we did the all over-ish design where we did a little bit on the hood inside and out so that it doesn't get so, if you wear makeup or, of course, just white hoods touching your face and your neck, it gets a little dingier there. So every place that a white hoodie could get dingy very easily. Hold on, Levi, let me see that.
Yes.
All right, so everywhere that the white could get a little dingy, which is typically at the bottom of the sleeves. And here, what I'll do, I'll make this a little bit larger for a moment. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Where am I?
I tried to save this part as a surprise, but I realized I was in the frame.
All right, so for the hoodie, we did the sleeves there. So that basically you don't just have white bottom of the sleeves. We did the bottom of the shirt. We did the hood. And we also did the drawstring. Little custom drawstring here. Okay. So all of that was a part of this whole birthday iFly Okay, and we did this with the inspiration of his Jordans. Okay, so we're going on the sneaker theme today, right? So why not take people when they're excited about their kicks, when they're excited about their sneakers, give them something to be excited to coordinate with them. So this could be how they're decorating the room. Like this could be a poster. This could be an event. If they're crazy about sneakers, they're doing a whole ball based on sneakers. Or something like what we're doing next week is we are doing this Y2K design. And the idea was to pretty much make him something that's going to match his sneakers. Therefore, it makes it worth doing this project together. So if y'all ask me, how did I get my nephew to spend hours with me working and creating a design that is unique for him? This is how. If you ask me how I can get your kids and your littles involved and interested in this type of stuff, then you may want to have them come watch Wednesday's class with you, okay? Um, I will even consider possibly running a kids course where Levi would teach them exactly what he did and teach the kids, okay? As long as they have access to Photoshop. I may possibly do a Canva version of this one. Possibly. We'll see. We'll see what you all come up with. If y'all bring me the kids, and I'll even do it at a kid friendly rate for the class, then we'll see about doing that. I want to get your kids more involved because I believe that they understand the trends, that they understand also what they want to see, what they want to wear. But a lot of times we're kind of following the trends. They are really on top of the trends and even creating the trends. So why not let them use their creativity to contribute to your businesses? Okay. That's my feel for it. But at the same time, this is going to help us too. So I thought this was a pretty cool template. Levi obviously thinks it's pretty cool as well. And he also did some video recording. So he will be publishing that video this upcoming week. So we recorded the process of making it, and he did his first vlog for his YouTube channel. All right. So, like I said, these kids are interested in this stuff. He did CapCut. He did the editing. He put all the scenes together. He recorded everything. All I had to do was show up and do the work. And guess what, y'all? I wasn't even on the screen. I ain't worried about if I had no makeup on. I wasn't worried about if I was cute for the day. All you saw was my hands moving stuff around, and he recorded the whole thing. Okay. So, if you have the ability to have your youngins applied and engaged in your business, I think that is one of the best seeds of investment because you're doing it for them, but you also want to make sure that you're going beyond what it is that you're doing for them and making this something that will become a legacy, an empire. Okay, so that's how I see it. I want to make sure that somebody's taking care of me when I'm old and gray and they can be on YouTube all day and creating classes, and I could just sit back in the background. You think that's possible? You be the YouTuber? Yeah, I think so. All right, y'all. So thank you, Levi. Do you want to say thank you to everybody for your birthday?
Thank you.
We appreciate it. So Levi is closer to getting his, and I actually left it on for today. So if anybody purchases any templates today, all the templates are $12 because Levi just turned 12. Can y'all imagine that Levi started Photoshop at 8 years old with me? Emma started when she was 6. Okay. So if you hand me those kiddos, and as long as they know how to behave in Photoshop class, listen, we can get them together. All right. Thank you, Levi. I appreciate you, baby. All right. No, you can finish your work. Okay. Well, I guess you want to leave your stuff there. That's fine. Okay. All right. Well, I'll come help you when I'm done with the session. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I love you. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn back on. How do I get this off of full screen? Let me see if I remove that one and send it back at the stage. There we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to what we were working on because this was, like I said, a preview of what we're doing next week. I actually have to turn that into a template for you all. And This is the mega version of the template. What we're working on in class is just the main design here, but I figured you all would like this. We'll set it up as a demonstration to show you how we did the socks, the shirt, how we did the hoodie, the internal image of the hoodie, and then also how we did this kind of bleed effect of color. All right, back to our design here. I showed you how we did a little bit of magic here with the AI. All right, and what I'm doing now is I am going to show you all how I got these shoes in here and how I was able to achieve some of these different angles so that you can too. All right, so let me take you to my sneaker ball folder. All right, so these are the sneakers I downloaded with the background. I want to give you a little idea of my strategy that I use to do this first so that you understand how to get a similar effect. So what I did was I grabbed each shoe. My goal was to get a few different angles of that shoe. So if you notice, I would get like a front view, like a straight on front view. I would get a left and a right side, because what happens is depending on which side you display, you're going to need the words and the checks and everything to read right. So you want to not just think that I could just flip the shoe and make it look like a left and a right shoe. It doesn't work like that. So make sure that you get the left and right side. And then I would get kind of like an oblique view. An oblique view just means that that you're kind of at a slight angle, so that's not straight on front or back, and it's not straight on profile. It's kind of giving me a little bit of an angle here. Okay. All right. So I was able to get those 6 shots pretty much for each shoe. And if you want to know how I did that, drop a 100 in the chat. If so far you've been learning, you're interested in this stuff, and you want to see how to do that step, let me know if that interests you. Give me a 100 in the chat. All right, cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring over a website. It's called StockX. If you are a sneaker connoisseur, you probably know way more about this website than me, okay? But for me, I wanted to check out some different shoes that went with my theme. So if you look at the overarching theme, most of my shoes are very neutral colored, black, white, or neutral colored. But every now and then, I put a shoe that has a little pop of color in there. Okay. And that's just so that you can pull in a shoe or two that you may really like, or that your customer really likes, and update this imagery here. So let's say I'm going to go with like let's go with like a Miami thing. Now, I don't know. I have not looked at sneakers in a very long time. That's why this project, my best friend, and I can't say, she used to be a avid sneakerhead. Like, she had a whole room dedicated to her shoes. But since then, you know, she still likes sneakers, but she's very selective and she doesn't collect them as much anymore. She wears what she likes and that sort of thing. But this is how I got into even understanding the sneaker culture, because my goal was I wanted to make t-shirts and things that that matched whatever the sneaker collectors were purchasing, because they often said, oh, well, I don't like what's out there, you know, as far as the shirts that go with them, or I can't find anything that goes with these sneakers. So that was a hole that I looked for. Anytime you want to solve people's problems, just look for a gap, look for a hole. So that was a hole that I found, that that obviously we're very well equipped to solve that problem. So also, so if I typed in Miami, I was also looking for things that had like a high price. Let's see. I'll put the average sale price. Okay. It's not where is it? It's not searching in the right direction for me. And it's not searching it by order. I don't know why it's not doing this. Maybe because I searched for the word Miami and I didn't actually do. Let me put sneakers. Go into sneakers. And price premium. Nope. I wanted to sort it by the highest. Just because I don't know what sneakers are high. So what I'm looking for is things that people are bidding for higher, because it would make me feel like that's a more sought after shoe. Now that was the research I did. I am not a sneaker collector, but I felt like if I had some shoes that might be $250, it'd be better than the ones that might be $30 on the website. Okay? Because the whole point is we had Bobos before, remember? Remember we had Bobos from AI. So I don't want to remove the Bobos and put more Bobos on there. You know, that's not what I want to do. So I was being intentional about the images that I was selecting here and looking for things that had high value. I actually got a lot of ones that were like $800 and above. So there was no question whatsoever if those were valuable shoes. Okay. And let me just take off the word Miami. Go sneakers. And then I'm going to search by color. And what I'm really looking for is that kind of pink colorway. And normally the Miami colorway is going to be like pink with teal. And so I'm just looking for things in that realm. And then let me put in, I'm going to do men's, because I'm thinking that this is going to be for my men's wall. I'll let it sort featured right now. That's fine. All right, this one doesn't fit quite my theme. This one does, but that's the Adidas brand. So I don't know. You all could tell me. I know these Yeezys are like popular style shoes, but I would want it to match my theme. Now I could show you in Photoshop how to make the sneakers match your theme, but true sneaker collectors, like if it doesn't come in that colorway and you got it colored that way, that may be something like offensive, or it may be something cool because I could take those Yeezys and make them whatever my colorway is. And speaking of Yeezys, like the old original Yeezys that are worth a lot of money, I believe those were in that kind of Miami colorway. And I don't want to see some of these. Y'all give me an idea. Help me out. What sneakers can I look up right now? Y'all are sneakerheads. Yeah, I think I'll put price in on the left side. Because I promised y'all before. Okay, highest bid. Okay, there we go. So now I'm getting like the higher shoes first. All right, these Air Force Ones could be cool. These Kyries kind of fit that theme. And I'm not going to do a whole bunch. I'm just going to show you. I may get 4 shoes total. Foam posits, those that have the color in them. And then you may want to include other shoes like this Balenciaga, this New Balance. Like, you know, New Balance has a high-end level of shoes. I even included some Dior and Louis Vuitton. I even have some of those on my sneaker wall. Okay, so I have a few shoes here. Let's go ahead and get to it. Now for me, these aren't exactly the colorway that I want, but I'm gonna show you this anyhow. So, and this one, I'm not liking this one because this one has both shoes at once. You see how I can turn it here? I don't want to do this one because I don't want the left and the right shoe together. This one too.
Can you cut it out?
Yep, but I'm trying not to do no extra work. But this one, it looks a little bit easier to cut those out. I'm looking at how close this shoe is. And see, I cannot get that left side of this shoe here. So I don't want that one. Now, if I'm only going to show one side of the shoe, it'd be fine if I'm getting this one because I can cut this one out. All right, now this is more what I'm looking for. A single shoe that I can get all the way around it so I can show you exactly how I got this. Now, a quick way to do this is just to literally grab your snippet tool. If you don't know what it is, just type in the word snip into your search, SNIP, and you should find your snipping tool. Hit new, and I'm just going to grab that real quick. Then I'll grab the front view, grab my snipping tool, new. Get the other side view, snipping tool. Grab the back. There we go. And then I'm going to get an oblique left and an oblique right. And really what I want to look at, I'm going to go back to my template. And I'm pretty much just looking at the angle that these are going at right now. All right, and I'll grab the oblique right and then the oblique left. Now, of course, we're not getting like the overhead and the under angle because that would involve it having a true like spherical 3D. This is just like a 360 turnaround, like as if it was on a turntable. So you see how I got all of those? And I can do the same thing for these. I'm going to go a little quicker with this one. Oh, actually this one, so this one does not give me the full 3D. So all I can do for this one is show this particular side. Unless they have like a different version where I can recolor it, which to me is not that serious. But I do have that particular side of it. So what I do is I'll go into my Photoshop file. Now, since I know that Balenciaga only has that one angle, I'm going to choose to put this on either my back wall or on my pedestal. So I'm going to choose let's say I'm going to replace this purple right here. I'm going to go to my right profile sneakers, double click on the smart object. All right, and I'm going to turn on my auto select just so we can know what I'm clicking on here. This one here, double click. And you see I have several shoes kind of stored in here. As a matter of fact, let me turn this eyeball back on. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut out the background of my shoes. Where did my images go? Screenshots. Oh, y'all were giving me sneakers. I need to write those down. Yep, the Jordan 1 Retros. Yep, New Balance 9060. So customer happiness, can you do me a favor and collect the names of those sneakers? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these and pull these into my remove BG. All right, so here I'm going to take these. Drag them right there, drop it like it's hot. Then I'm going to hit start, and just that quickly, like as soon as I find the folder, they're probably going to be in there. All right, it looks good. And if you have to do any cleaning up, you can do that as well. All right, but I think these are good to go. So I'm just going to pull these over to my other screen so I can have them ready to drag and drop wherever I need them. And I can close out my Remove BG right now. And I'm going to drag and drop this one. And I pretty much just want to make sure that it's in a similar location and size to the previous one so that when I turn it off, the previous one, when I turn that off and I do Control S to save or File save, and if you're on the Mac, it is Command S. Okay, and see how that particular shoe just updated? If I do Control S to save that one, now on my entire image, when it updates, should update that shoe. All right, there it goes. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's update this sneaker here. Side profile, I'll double click. And like I said, most of the shoes that are here are neutral. Now I'm going to add the side profile of my foams. All right, so I'll turn off the image underneath it and save it. Leva, please, whatever you're doing, stop. All right, so these are now updated. And I think I have another one that may be purple over here. But since I didn't pick another shoe, what I can do for this one, because it's purple, I'm just going to do a black and white here. And I'm only going to make this black and white clip down. So I'm going to create a clipping mask so it only turns that shoe black and white. So now it looks like that's a neutral shoe, but that is also somewhere where I may put a little pop of color if I had another shoe available. Or, like I said, you can take and you can recolor shoes. So what I can do here, if I wanted that to look pink, I can go ahead and do a hue saturation here. And I can pick up the color purple, which is telling me those are magenta. So I'm going to make it a little bit brighter with my saturation there. I'm going to make it a little bit lighter with the lightness here. And then I'm going to shift the color. So if I want this to be more of a pink, let me get it a little closer to pink. Bring my lightness up, but then I'm also probably going to go into my blues. And the way that I know if something is shifting is if I completely crank it all the way up. I'm going to do that for my blues and then also for my cyans. A little cyan in there. And then I'm going to do a levels here. So I can lighten it up a little bit. That way I can see my color changes. There we go. I want to see pink. Here we are. Pull that saturation down just a little bit. Get a little more into my pink there. Take my blues, do a little shifting. You know what would have been much easier? Let me teach y'all something here. If I grab one of my pinks, let's say I really want that bright pink, I'm going to create a solid color. And I'm going to change my blend mode to hue. And then change these levels here. Get a little bit more intense color here. Try color. There we go. All right, so that color got me in there. But there's certain parts, if I wanted to keep them black or gray, I would go grab my brush tool here. Make that brush a little bit smaller. And like I said, these are just displayed on the wall here. So these shoes may not exist as they are, but I'm just showing you how I would make some up if I wanted to. Okay. And then you could brush out this layer. You could also use a quick selection tool, magic wand, etc. And I need to be selected on the shoe. And I just want to get this base of the shoe here. Perfect. And then maybe I also want to get these little lace areas here. Looks good. Let's say just that area right there. I'm going to go to where my pink is on the layer mask. Now, this is what you can't do in Canva, y'all. I can show you how to kind of assemble this in Canva, but all this advanced layer masking and that sort of thing is not available. Now, I will say Canva does have a feature now that allows you to fade off the bottom of the image. That was the least I was asking of Canva, so that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to go here to the levels, and I want to remove that portion from the levels. Ooh, that looks good. I kind of like how it looks suede right there. Looks good. And maybe that doesn't exist, but that looks cool to me. Okay, so I added a little gray on the pink there, and now I have 3 pink shoes. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and save this. Let that update. And just so y'all know, whatever I create tonight, when I create the PNGs, they're going to go inside of my Friday folder, my Freebie Friday folder. So if you think that you can use these images to tell folks that you can design like this, because you can design like this. Like I said, this is a 5-minute template flip. I'm just being a little bit extra. All right, I'm doing that. All right, so I have my pink shoes on there. I want to change out the pink shoes on the side here. And you don't have to change out these shoes at all, y'all. I have a layer on here that makes all of the shoes black and white. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off these here. So you see exactly what I'm talking about. All the shoes black and white means that it's neutral. It goes with everything. But if you want a little pop of color, I'm showing you how to do that. All right, so let's go with the right wall shoes. All right, and again, we've kind of got this angle going on here. And all I'm going to do is double click on the one that says right wall. And I'm going to drag and drop the one that has that same kind of orientation. I'm going to scale it up. That looks good to me. And go ahead and take off the previous image. Do Control S or Command S to save it. Close out. And now that shoe has been updated. Same thing with this purple one here. Now I don't have another shoe of that angle to go there. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and create another solid color with that pink. And I'm going to create a clipping mask. And this time I'm going to put the blend mode on hue. And then I'm going to see if I can adjust my levels underneath it. Let's go with a color blend mode. Color is going to recolor everything. That's getting me better. All right, and then I'm going to turn off the levels, grab this black. So I'm going to do my quick selection tool. Kind of grab this area underneath here. Turn back on my color. Then I'm going to do a layer mask. It's going to first only select this area. And then as we learned in class this week, we're going to do Control I to invert that selection. And then let's go here, and I'm going to smooth out this selection a little bit because it was a little rocky down there. I can also feather it just a little bit. Okay, and that just made it a little smoother transition from the pink. Now I'm sure I could do some more stuff with this. I could even color this purple down here. I'm going to grab my brush because I don't want this purple on here with the pink. And if I want black, black is going to conceal, white reveals. So here I want to reveal the pink. So I'm going to just paint that in right there. All right. So I'm going to call that done because I really didn't come here to change that much. I just wanted to show you that there are some cool things you can do. All right. And then when I close out of this one, now I have my pink shoes on the wall there. All right. All right. And what I'm going to do over for the left-hand side, I think there's only one shoe with color on it. We'll go ahead and do that one. But as you can see, I already have the shoes angled in here. So all you have to do is double click on them and change out that particular view. And this one is the oblique view from, oh, I double clicked it. I just want to drag and drop it onto this artboard. Okay, and then I will turn off the eyeball for the previous one. There we go. And then all the sneakers that you all were calling out, which are the cool sneakers, then you all could be updating these things and let me know what the popular shoes are. All right, so that's me changing out the sneakers. You do not have to do that part at all, but I promised my Craft to Quit crew and my gold members that I would show you how to change out the sneakers because that was not the part of the template that I really even wanted y'all to change out. I only wanted you to do this next part. This is a 5-minute flip. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we've kind of figured out what our colorway is going to be. I'm going to turn on these recolors here. So now already I could just sell it just like this. Hey, this is my pink sneaker event, right? This is good to go as is. Even if I didn't change the color of any of the sneakers to pink, this is how that goes. Now I want to get my exact pink. So I'm going to double click on the pink here, go to my swatches. And remember the pink we were selecting earlier is right there in my swatches. I'll go ahead and say, okay. All right, and my secondary color, I want that to be more of the color that's going to be like that Miami kind of tealish color. So usually I'm going to tell you all to check whether it's a pure color, a light color, or a pastel. And in this case, my color is going to be somewhat of a light color. I'm going to click this kind of greenish color here, but I have to turn it on so I can show you all what I'm working with here. And then it's my job to see, do I want this color to be more intense, less intense? So I can change the opacity, I can change the levels. And right now I have the black and white on. So if I don't have any color at all, you see that it's just gray. Right now I have this kind of tealish color here. I'm going to turn on my levels. And depending on if I want the color to be a little bit lighter or more intense, I can shift that. All right, and then what I'm going to do here is apply the layer mask. I had y'all do that in class. So apply the layer mask so that it is completely selected there. And then some of you all wanted to have the levels to where you had a lighter area and a darker area. And in that case, I want to show you what it looks like with the pink a little bit darker. I'll go to the levels. I'm going to delete the layer mask there. I'm going to create a fresh new one with the marching ants that I have going around right now. All right, and it made my lighter on the flip side, so I'm going to do Control I to invert, just like we did in class. And that way, when I have the levels here, I'm going to create levels just for this lighter color here. And now I have totally separate levels for my background color. So if I want to make the pink darker, go to my levels, make the pink darker. It doesn't affect the blue. You see that? Ooh, that light pink looks good too. I think I like that. All right, so just showing you how you can get that effect. So really all I had to do was change out my colors. Then I'm going to show you how to change out the text here. So I have a whole logo up here for the neon logo. And I'm just going to show you how to change out first name. So we right click and we go to the text one here. It says first name. You just double click on it. And it's going to add all the layer effects you want there. You'll right click and duplicate the layer. I turn off the previous layer. Double click on the T so I can edit that text. And this will be Levi's sneaker ball. All right, and then for the 25th, instead of the 25th, I'll go to that text. And this is text 2. Let me pull that out a little bit so you can see. Text 2 edit. Double click there. And then instead of just retyping over the 25, because 25 is a milestone, I'm going to duplicate that layer, turn off the 25, double click on the T, turn that to 12, and now it's the 12th sneaker ball. Just as simple as that. Think about boots and fur. Come on. Okay, so what I can do here is now I can update the color. So for the darker color here, I'll do the pink. And I'm just going to click on my swatch there. Click on my swatch here for the pink that we chose. And then for the lighter pink, I'm going to choose that teal color we selected earlier. And then you may have to do some adjusting, just like we did in class, y'all. So this is kind of like a recap of what we did for class, but also a summary. If you don't want to watch the whole class and you want to just see me flip it without having to go through your class members flipping it, then this is for you. All right, now we have these levels that you can turn on. See how this intensified that color there? So I want to intensify that color. And then once I get a level like I like it, and let me see, I'm going to play with it a little bit to see. Maybe a little bit lighter because I still want it to have a glow look to it. So now I can take those levels and I'm going to alt click and drag it right below the coloring of the text 3, and it basically duplicates that. All right, so now I can save and close it. And now I have a brand new sneaker ball. All right, so this was the hardest part, is going to be like changing out the shoes, if you even want to do that part. I just agreed that I would show you all. Y'all didn't even know y'all could edit these shoes. Y'all were fine with these shoes on here the way that they were. Definitely wasn't fine the Bobos that we had before, right? So as a matter of fact, let me see. I'm going to take y'all back to our image and show you our before versus our after. And this was even me upscaling it. So this is what it was before. Okay, now some people may be able to just straight up rock with this, but I know if it's a sneaker ball, we probably have some sneaker enthusiasts in the building. So that's why I spent so much time and energy making sure that I made this editable and scalable for you. So this image right here can be as wide as 14 feet wide. This was actually designed to be 14 feet wide and 8 feet tall. Okay, but you can also crop it and cut it. So for those of you all who are in the class, I'm going to give you this extended version of it where I did update some of these elements so that you understand how to use this as the wider banner, because I only gave y'all in class, I think I gave you a 10-foot wide banner, which the 10-foot wide banner, I'll show you that one. So our 10-foot wide banner shows only one row of shoes on the side. But I did that on purpose because most of your people are going to be ordering an 8x8 or an 8x10. Okay. And this is just showing you a real quick example of how you can switch out those colorways very quickly. 5-minute template. Like I said, I don't see anything like that exists out here. So I think you can do amazing things with this. I think you could even take the shoes off the shelf and craft quit. If you all could help me out, you all have some great ideas. I'm going to call some of them out, but y'all help me out if I forgot any of them. And then for those who are in the crowd tonight, if you're in the class, let me know how you would use these. So we talked about graduation. We talked about a bridal shower. If you have like an awards banquet, a gala, those that could be really nice for that. Room decor. So if you just want to basically show off that you're a sneaker connoisseur, and maybe that's like a little backdrop for you where you're going to place your shelves and things. We have sports, split teams. So that's something we talked about where maybe you have one team on the left, one team on the right. All right. You have heels versus sneakers. We have maybe that's a gender reveal where you do blue on one side, pink on the other side. So many different options. We talked about anniversary, Jack and Jill, collectible cars. Like maybe you take the shoes off the shelves and you put cars up there. Purses. You could do a teacher theme, boots and bottles, Mardi Gras, prom. This could be extremely well for prom, especially if you show it off now, because proms are waiting for people to have just really different and also high quality images, because for proms these are going to be keepsakes for life, the photos that they take and the memories that they make. So if you could do something really unique and high quality for prom, I think this could be a way into getting with the schools and then also getting those contracts. All right. Somebody said jeeping. I don't know what jeeping is, but I put it down. Mothers and fathers. Let's say you're doing Mother's or Father's Day theme. This does not have to be a big backdrop that you print out. This might be, like someone said, a card. It could even be, like I said, a jumbo card. You can turn these into anything that really celebrates that person or celebrates that group in a way that allows you to kind of put this on display. All right. So school play premiere, sneakers, just in general. Sweet 16. Someone mentioned Legos, like you can actually put Lego type of collectibles on the shelves. That would be cool. All right. And I got also tonight, I forgot who mentioned it, invitations and web banners. Ideas right there. Valentine's, yes. 16th birthday, absolutely. And those milestone birthdays are really, really important too. Oh, it's for people who drive Jeeps. Got you, Cheryl. Got you, got you. Oh, yeah, I can absolutely see that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this right now as a quick PNG. Now, I'm going to give y'all the quick PNG, and I'm going to give you these other variations as well. Okay, so that you have that for tonight. Now, if you want to make this bigger, now I'm showing you all this because some of you all are ready to print these now. This right now is only 15 ppi. I did this so that most of your computers can handle this. This is a huge file. This is a 8-foot tall by 14-foot wide banner backdrop. Okay. Now, if you only plan on using it for the web, then what you can do, you can change the size and you can change the DPI so that it's just made for web. Okay, but what I'm going to show you right now is so that you can get this print ready to send off to a printer. And I'll give you my printer that I typically use for this is 4over. And let's look up right now just to see what the price would be for this scale of banner. Meanwhile, because my internet is running a little bit slow right now, so let me see if I can shut some things down. I don't know what's going on. Let's shut some things down, y'all. Oh, the website is under maintenance. While I'm on YouTube Live, how dare you? Let's see. Yeah, being on maintenance on a Friday while I'm live is not good for you, 4over. So what I'll do is I will, let me see. I wanted to show you, I like that they do oversized printing banners, but another one that I use is Banner Buzz. Let me see if they do oversized. I know they at least do. Yeah, they do oversized. I get oversized ones from them all the time. All right, so I'm gonna show you my backup. But actually, I've been using this one a lot because I like that they do fabric banners, y'all. Let me show you. You know what? I'll use this as an opportunity to show y'all a fabric banner. So the fabric banners are more expensive, but they don't have that glare. And if you're going to use it over and over again, which if you're doing a sneaker ball, then maybe you don't put the person's name on there, but just do the sneaker ball image. You can reuse them and put, maybe actually make an LED sign or a separate sign that has the person's name. But let me show you just regular banners, backdrops. This site is not the easiest to navigate, but they have a lot of products on here. I'm going to go to this step and repeat. And one of the common sizes here is just like a 10 by 8, and it says step and repeat. Now the fabric ones are much more expensive than the banner. So let me just go to step and repeat banner so I can give you a straight up banner price first, so that doesn't scare y'all. But I've been able to talk to my clients and have them get the fabric because it looks so much more high quality in photos, and they can just fold it up, and the next time they do an event, it looks immaculate. It doesn't have creases in it. It's nice, high quality. You can even wash it if you want to. All right, so this one comes in an 8 by 12. So I will either be able to do that one as 8 by 12 or a 16 by 8. And let me just see the prices here. Depending on how you plan on mounting this, I would do this just 13 ounce. It's fine for indoors. The 16 ounce is a heavier duty vinyl. Most people are not going to pay you for the heavier duty. They're not going to pay you for double sided. So just stick with your single sided here. Most people are going to do an 8 by 8 or a 10 by 8. So I'm going to choose the 10 by 8 here. And as you can see, they have a polyester fabric here as well. I'll just show you that one last to compare the price. For the lamination, you don't need lamination unless this is a product that you're going to use outdoors for a very long time. For instance, if you're doing like the baseball field and you want to do like the sponsors and that sort of thing, it's going to be in the sun for a very long time. So you may want to give it a little longer longevity outdoors, so you can laminate that. But it's going to be fine, especially if you're using it for one-time use outdoors. This is actually still an outdoor printed material. It's just that this adds further protection, maybe like adds a year or two even to the life of the product. All right, now here's important here. You need to know how you're going to mount it. Most of you all will at the least just need the top pole pocket. Sometimes you want the top and the bottom pole pocket if you feel like you want to have something kind of weighted down here or connected down here. However, for the most part, I would just stick with the top pole pocket because I like for mine to float and barely kiss the ground. I don't like for it to be high water, and I don't like for it to be jumbled up on the floor where people are going to step on it and break down my whole backdrop. All right, so top pole pocket would be my recommendation there. And then for this one, we're not going to do a logo. We're just this one you can just choose logo basic, and then you'll choose your update your logo later. Now, the stands, you can get these from Amazon, but if you needed to purchase from the supplier, you would add the stand for 160. Please make sure you charge more than that to your customer, because these can be drop shipped straight to your customer. You never have to touch these. That's what I'm saying. This is money that you make from basically doing a digital design and knowing where to order this stuff from that's high quality. Okay. So if they do not have a banner stand, I would just recommend you order this one right here, because I know for a fact I've used it before. It is good quality, and I have also ordered some from Amazon before, but I can't tell you exactly which ones are going to be the best quality, and you don't want your customer finding out something that you've never touched before. So I can vouch for this one. I do order them from Amazon, y'all. They're like $89, $99, right? But this one is good. I have ordered one of these because I had to, because it was last minute. All right, so let's see here. Here's a great thing. If they are doing more than one of the same banner, the same, and even if you're doing two different jobs, y'all, I didn't know this. I had contacted them later. Let me tell y'all this hack. All right, I thought I had to get the same exact thing printed twice to get this discount. But guess what? As long as you contact them, when I put two of them on here, and when you contact them, when you submit your artwork, you say, hey, I want, this is my artwork for banner number 1. This is my artwork for banner number 2. I'm automatically saving 20%. And Banner Buzz always has coupon codes going on. Like, never, ever pay full price on Banner Buzz. Ever, ever, ever. Just make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter. And then also check, when you get ready to check out, they have discounts as well. Okay. Now, this isn't going to be a step and repeat. I'm just showing you this one just so I can show you the prices. All right. So if I just did one of these, the price is $148. If I do two of these, the price is $238. So let's say I'm doing like a school or something in a prom. I can sit here and get 4 8x10s, which is bigger than my typical 8x8s. And I can get them for around about $125 a piece. I charge $300 for a banner like this. And of course, I'm including design with that, because it really doesn't take me much to design for most of these. If I put a lot into it, though, I am charging additional design time. Okay, like I put a lot into the sneaker backdrop, so that you could flip it in 5 minutes. But if you had to design everything from scratch like I did, I would charge at least $200 just for that design that I did. At least. That's not including printing it all. That's just the digital work. So if you all can get out there and you can charge maybe $50 for the graphic design that only takes you $5 to flip, when you say $50 in 5 minutes is a pretty good deal, I'd say so. And then they also have this priority overnight. I have had to use it before. I don't like using it, because when you have to order things overnight and rely on that is very touchy. However, this company has come through for me a lot with priority overnights. It's been once where it did not happen, and it was because of the shipper. It was FedEx, and it was not because of the company, because I've even emailed them before, like, hey, I just want to make sure this actually gets out in the mail. And they'll say, absolutely, here's your confirmation number. We were just about to send it over to you. They do have great customer service for Banner Buzz that I've experienced so far. All right, so that's it. Select design method here. You're going to put upload artwork, because it doesn't have to be a step and repeat, but you'll put upload artwork. And then, like I said, if you ordered 4 banners, you could upload the artwork and tell them that, hey, this is for banner 1, this is for banner 2, and you still get to enjoy the discounts for that. Now, let me go ahead and put these. I'm just going to say upload artwork here, and I'll just put upload later. That's what I usually choose, because I just want to see what it's going to look like in my cart. All right, so I'm going to go to my cart. It's going to tell me approximately when it's going to make it to me. And then I also will be able to enter coupon codes. Now, this is something new on this website. I can put view all codes. And this one's going to give me 30% off Super Bowl prep. Maximum discount is 100. 20% off the first order. Maximum discount is 100. Cool. So now I just saved $100, but my priority shipping, if I want it rush shipped, is that much. But they also have free shipping. So you can change your shipping mode too. Let's see here. Well, did it? I don't know if it gave me the option to change my shipping this time. Yeah, because free shipping, I must have, I think I use it so much where I do the, because this says estimated, um, and this isn't even the right time. I don't know what's going on with this. This is Friday, January 4th. I've never seen it take this long. Let me take this down and see what happens when I just put one banner here. I've never seen it take this long. Something's wrong here. Usually, this company has my banners out in one business day. So I'm a little. Oh, Monday is a holiday, and Monday is also a shipping holiday. But still, I'm not sure why it's giving me Thursday here. Let me go proceed to checkout and let me see. Let me make sure I don't have no information on here for my customers or nothing. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't think it's not showing any in my customers' information. Okay, because I also drop ship from here, y'all. Like I'm not getting this stuff shipped to me and then shipping it to my customers. So I can do the free Super Saver. Of course, they offer free shipping. It won't get here till 2 weeks, and then I can get it. This and I hate to say it, but sometimes I have to do this one. This priority overnight. I just got to do it. But for $58, even if I had more banners in there, basically my discount covers that. I just still charge my customer for it, regardless of whether my discount covers it or not. Okay. So this is just one of those situations where I don't have to touch absolutely anything. I charge a minimum of $300 for an 8x10, a minimum of $300 for an 8x10, more if I have to do more artwork time, and I don't have to touch any of that to make over $130 profit. Okay. Oh, weather. Yeah, the weather's been crazy too. I was like, why are they doing this to me? But at least if you do the I will say this, if you do the priority overnight and it is because of the shipper, then you actually get that shipping fee back because you're paying for the premium shipping service. Okay. So sometimes I will pay that difference between even this one and this one just to make certain that it gets there early. And then I don't eat the cost of it. I just charge it to my client. They don't know that they're paying $20 more for shipping. They just know that they're going to get a fire behind design that they can't get locally and it's going to be printed and shipped to them. And $300 is not a bad deal for them because somebody else is going to do a much worse job and probably charge the same, if not more. Okay. So I did just want you all, I wanted to take you through that process because a lot of times I'll show you the design side. But like I said, my goal is to get you all printing like pros from home. Okay. So if you are absolutely wanting to know how to do things in a professional level, this is the right place for you. I love that we're crafters. I love that we're creatives. I feel like we're some of the biggest innovators on the planet because we're crafters. We will MacGyver the mess out of something, right? But what I want us to be, I want us to be able to compete with professional sign shops. I want us to be able to compete with the people who are maybe not necessarily charging the most, but they're not doing the highest quality work. So what you can do is you can show up quality and you can show up with high level designs. A lot of the print shops do not design. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know that, but a lot of your print shops are not able to actually handle design jobs. If you can design and you can produce the quality work, and you can even use the print shops in order to help you achieve your job. So use the print shops to print your orders, especially your last minute orders. Get a local print shop to print things for you so that you can focus on making money on the graphics and delivering to your clients. Okay. All right, y'all. So, whew, again, we go over time. I try to give y'all just an hour, but usually, and I don't try, my goal is to give you at least an hour of time. And I think we have absolutely done that plus some. So make sure that, oh, I would have an announcement, and I meant to announce this in Craft to Quit, y'all, that we do have the 297 Automizer ready. And let me just show y'all that real quick. I'm going to make an atomizer for a sneaker ball, y'all. I thought about it and I was like, oh, there's so many things we can do. with this sneaker ball atomizer. So I am working on one of those, but in the meantime, in between time, let me show you. Let's do. I'm going to show you what we have on the new Automizer. Let me see if it's going to show here. All right. So I made some new products up. I don't know if you all have seen it, but let me also show you this $2.97. There we go. Oh, that was. I want to show you. I put 5 new products in here and I highlighted them for you. Oh, I know where they are. They're on Canva. I told you I use Canva too now. All right, let me pull them up for y'all. Okay, so we have added 5 new products to the Automizer, and it's in every Automizer. The products work for every project that you need, but you can just take off the things that you don't need for that particular product or project. So for instance, we have a lot going on here. Let me open that up so I can zoom in a little bit. So I took in some of your requests, especially Craft to Quit requests for this memorial. We now have the wind spinner is added. We did the memorial bench as added, the bookmarks. The bifold program has been added, and we have this charm with the wings on it, and then also the mirror hanging charm. So if you asked for that and I put it in there, I was thinking about you. And every time I do an Automizer, my goal is to add products. Sometimes I'm not able to get to adding the products because I'm doing a full flip. So you all have been the inspiration for. Let me go ahead and zoom out a little bit here for adding these products. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So it has 6 new products on here. And then in addition to that, you're going to get all of the products, not just the ones that you see here on the image, but you'll get the full vault, which has 99. It's probably over 100 in here by now. Let me just open it up and show you better than I can tell you. There we go. All right, so it may take a little second for this to open because this is a huge file. And what the Automizer does is it allows you to design just one thing, like one t-shirt. And after you design that one t-shirt, it takes those elements that you put into it from that one t-shirt, and then it will design all the other products to coordinate with that one t-shirt. So it'll design the programs, it'll design the, now I'll just zoom in here and show you. It'll design the grave blanket, the yard signs, dog tags, socks, scarves, your party favors and treats there are on there. And this is a low resolution version of it so that it goes faster when you're creating these mock-ups, but it automatically creates all of these mock-ups for you. So hopefully next week I will be able to demonstrate for you. If y'all want to see that demonstration, let me know by putting the word auto in the chat, and I'll show you all a demonstration of that next week. But for those that were saying like, hey, it's $2.97, Automizer ready? Yes, it is ready. And although all of these products you may not use for the memorial project, you just have some suggestions of products that go together for like Mother's Day, Father's Day, I got the license plate, the tie, the coasters. You definitely have other ideas of things to add to it. But the idea here is that you don't spend so much time doing the mock ups, you spend time marketing. So if you have a design that works really well, why not market it for several products so you're not spending hours mocking up one project? All right. Cool, cool. So next week, I'll show y'all a little Automizer action. And if you want to purchase today only, let me take you to, if you type template, you have to put template on the Instagram or the Facebook business page under any post. It'll take you to this page. Okay. And if you scroll on down right here, so we still left on all the AI and Photoshop templates. You can purchase those for $12. They are normally $40 a piece. To be honest with you, I just forgot to turn it off this weekend, y'all. Uh, this has been a long week. We even going to iFly. It took a lot to get us out there, okay? So I forgot to turn it off. So if y'all still want to partake, it is up and running. And you'll see right here. If you do this Automizer, you get the Automizer in action replay. So we just did a live class. The live class is a boot camp. It costs more because we need you to, or you need us to actually help walk you through installing your Automizer and going through all of those steps. So if you want to purchase today, I'm letting you purchase this class for only $4.97. It comes with the full Automizer vault. Okay. And you get a chance to watch the replay of the Automizer in Action class that just happened last weekend. That is normally, the Automizer itself is normally $800, okay? Because it has all of those products in there and it designs all of those products. Not only does it design the products, but it also creates the mock-ups, the printable files, and the editable files at the same time. All right, so let me show you all an example of what I'm talking about here. So inside of this folder, what the Automizer makes for you, it takes your individual elements that you can bring into Canva, make little motion graphics. You have your mock-ups that you can put inside your Shopify store, or you can build bundles with these mock-ups. Okay, you see it's about 100 different products here, and it designs all of this for you. All right, and then next you have your printables. So if you want to print that bookmark, there it is, ready to go in actual size, ready to print. You want to print the button, there it is, ready to print. You want to print a cupcake topper, there it is, ready to print. Your fans, bag covers, the slates, there it is, ready to print, okay? You can even, and I have these accessible to you all for your downloads for tonight. I still left them up. So for tonight, you'll get these downloadables that you can market. I don't care if you use these right now as your Facebook banner. Okay. If you want to use this to show off what you can make and then get inquiries, it's fine with me. That's the reason why I give them to you unbranded so you can use them to market for your business. Yes, Craft to Quit will automatically, anytime I do a free class for Friday, Craft to Quit will automatically get them backed up onto the Craft to Quit, and it says bonus classes. So you do not have to download and you don't have that time limitation. It stays on the back end of Craft to Quit. So for those of you all who are here for the free class for Friday, make sure that you download yourself because it will disappear. I promise you that. All right. And then every week we do something different and fresh. So you come back and see me next Friday. I'll have something different and fresh for you. Christine, yes, you may use them, but if you just make sure that you're not reselling any digital files, you can use them for in-use products and you can use them to promote your business, okay? And then that way when somebody says, hey, I really want that blanket, can you make that for me? And if you don't have the design file, you can come right on over to us and say, hey, Shannon, how do I get that design file? We'll tell you that that is template number 297. And if you want the Automizer will design everything for you, but you can just start with one template. Okay. One template, modifying that one template, make your money off of one template over and over again. This template here is not just for memorial. You can use it for graduation. You can use it for, of course, memorial, but you can also use it for sports and wedding announcements, anything else. Okay. All right. All right. And then also, I just want to make an announcement. If you love class tonight and you want to have this experience in a live session. So, what we do for our live classes tonight was a live class that I do for you all to be able to view what I'm working on and get an insight into how Photoshop, AI, and Canva work. On our in person classes that we do with our membership, you don't even see my computer screen. I see your computer screen and I can circle what you need to click on. I can help pull you out the mud if you get stuck. And our motto is no creative left behind. So our live classes are not like anyone else's. I promise you they're not like us. What we do in our live classes is we make sure that you get a win while you're inside of the Zoom room with us. So, for instance, let me give you a little breakdown. Let me show you what your people is up to. All right, so inside of the Facebook group. Ooh, Coach Najla, you did that. I love it. All right. So, this is beautiful, Tara. Look, I'm just admiring y'all's work. Love it. Aw. Okay, so for the sneaker ball class that we did on Wednesday, was this Keisha changes doing her flip? Oh, y'all like this one. I see y'all really flip this one. Okay. So this is work that we perform in class. We flip it one time in class together. You get help flipping it. And then your homework is to flip it 3 more times so that you get so good with it that you can flip this in 5 minutes easily. Okay. So that's the goal. And we do this every single week unless my brain is just overtaxed or something happens and we need to take a break. But for the most part, we meet every single week. For Tuesday, we do AI. So this was our AI class we did on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we do Photoshop. So AI Tuesday, Photoshop Wednesday. So every week you're learning how to apply this AI artwork. And that's Coach Walt helping you all out with your businesses. All right, so this was a previous class. We did the jumbo tree cards with the mock-ups, and you can put your own treats inside of this. We taught you how to do that, okay? So every week, you don't have to figure out what is trending. You don't have to figure out, well, if I need to learn how to design this week, where can I start? We help you set you up for success, for you to hit the ground running with live help, number one, but also with trending designs, things that are going to be good for the season. And we also have evergreen designs that are going to be good for a lifetime. Some of these templates, y'all, we have used a template. I think template number 125 has been in rotation for almost 4 years now. Is our number one selling template. And everybody, every single year, especially for graduation, utilizes that template. Okay. So I just wanted to let you all know about that membership. If you're interested in the membership, the flash sale is still open and it will close this Sunday. Okay. Because like I said, I'm moving my shop, I'm moving some other things, and I have not been shutting down these discounts and deals. So you all have one more opportunity to get it before I come to my senses at the end of this weekend and turn it off. So for only $77 per month, actually this one, no, the $77 deal is not up anymore. The one that we have right now is $97 for, and you don't even see the craft to quit here, but the craft to quit deal gives you Tuesdays with AI, Wednesdays with Photoshop, Fridays, which is right before this free session, we have a coaching session where I do more in-depth coaching for design. I do more in-depth coaching for marketing and sales, things that you need to grow your business. That's what we talk about on Fridays. And then also, in addition to that, I don't know if you've all been seeing these challenges, but every single challenge we do, you get for free. And our challenges are $197 a month. So every month we do a challenge, it's $197. You get that automatically in the craft to quit. And those challenges push you to get a project done. So for instance, we just did this memorial challenge. Okay. 5 days straight. We did Canva, we did AI, we did Photoshop. We also did an Automizer. So we did a mini Automizer live with hands-on help. And then on Friday, we did showed off a little Canva motion magic and then gave you all some assets on Friday as well. So every single month, our aim is to do an intensive. It's a 5-day intensive that helps you learn everything that you need to learn to hit the ground running with Innate Academy. And it's beginner friendly as well as advanced. Because advanced, I give y'all some good homework. All right. You think you learned the most during challenge week? I'm glad. I'm so glad to hear that. So challenge week pushes me too because I get to see how eager you all are to learn something, and it makes me want to put more resources into what I'm teaching. And on challenge week, instead of just spending 1 hour in class like we do during the week, any other week, we spend 2 hours together for 5 days straight. So that's 10 hours with me. That alone is worth $197. But if you join the Craft to Quit program, it's only $97 right now. You lock that price in for life because it is going back up to the $197 price. Okay. And it's worth that even if you just get the monthly challenges. It's worth that just by itself. It's worth that if you just get the templates. It's definitely worth it if you come to class and get the hands-on help. Okay. So anybody in the chat, have you seen a difference between watching the video and the hands-on session? If you get hands-on help, go ahead and let me know. Drop a 100 in the chat if the hands-on help has truly upped your skills in your game. And some of you all don't need me. Y'all can watch some videos and you can do just fine without me. But let me know. Keisha, for sure. Yes, I'm telling you. And it gives you accountability. And whenever we get stuck, we tend to give up and just quit right there on the spot. If you're in class and as long as your Zoom isn't acting a fool and your Photoshop is working, I'm not going to let you give up. I'm going to look at your screen and say, you know what? Here's the misstep right here. Click on that. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I was just fighting with that and I didn't know how to get past this. That's what the live sessions are for. So my live sessions are not for you to just watch me do design like we did here today. For the live sessions where you're in the membership, it's I look at your screen and I help you push through and get the results that you need live in class, and you will have a design done before you leave me that night. Okay. Generative fill. Come on, Swan. That generative fill is where it's at. And we teach you all of those things. So I teach beginner friendly classes every single Wednesday. And then I also have something for my OG, triple OGs as well, because I'm always showing you something advanced too. And even my newbies can do the advanced stuff. That's how well we teach. All right. So that is it, my loves. Levi, would you like to say anything? Well, should we be looking out for anything coming up? Any tutorials, any videos? What should we be looking out for?
Cut.
Okay, so we have a cap cut. So you all have expressed interest in learning how to create videos on CapCut. So Levi has actually been doing the CapCut videos and all the edits. We're going to do a class, right?
Right.
So I will wait for that announcement. Make sure that you are, please make sure that you go to your Innate Academy account and turn on your email notifications. Make sure you're subscribed to email because we'll be letting you all know via email when that wait list opens. It will be a wait list class because we can only have so many people in the class because we're going to be teaching you video editing. And you are going to edit a video that will be an ad for your business. So if you've ever wanted to make your own advertisement for your business, this is going to help you do that. Okay. Mastermind hands. All right. Cheryl says, I can't wait for that class. Yeah, he is tired. He's tired because he was doing homework. Now, if he was playing Roblox or something right now, he wouldn't be tired. I guarantee. But yeah, we're both tired, y'all. We're going to shut it down for tonight. I do appreciate you all, and I love you so dearly. Till next time. Bye. Good night, y'all.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thank you, loves.